I made a mistake with this Lego investment, and a while ago I made a short video on Instagram showing this Lego set and showing how it was one of my mistakes and I was going to liquidate it and sell all of my units. And some comments on that video asked me to show the numbers. What were the numbers on this set? What did I pay for it? What did I sell it for? So that's exactly what I'm going to do here for you today. I'm going to break this down for you and I'm going to show you one of my bad Lego investments. What did I buy it for? What did I sell it for? Did I lose money? Did I make money? What exactly happened here? Now, Lego investing, like any other investment, is going to have the things that perform really well, and then it's also going to have some things that don't perform to your standards, and that will happen for everybody. No matter how experienced you are as a Lego investor or not, some things could change. The retirement dates could get pushed out, the set could underperform, the set could get re-released. There are, of course, things that could happen. Now, the reason I'm still a Lego investor and the reason I still make content about it, and I'm so excited about Lego investing in general, is because the times that things go well far exceed the times that things don't go so well, and I have a whole lot more winners than I have losers. But with the losers, we still don't want to lose money. We still want to try to break even. Now, luckily with Lego investing, because prices go up over time and different things, even if it's a bad investment, a lot of the time we could get our money back, especially if you buy the set at a great price. If you can get the set at a great discount, you are building in some safety, and then if you need to sell it, even if you need to sell it at the MSRP, you might still get your money back depending on the fees of the platform you sell on and different things. But that can give you great peace of mind that even your poor performers may break even, and then the really strong performers, of course, will give you great profits. Then overall your business will be highly profitable and it will grow over time. Now, when it comes to some of the mistakes that I personally have made, some of it is related to retirement dates getting pushed out, because retirement dates, that is the point when Lego sets are going to start to consistently grow in value. And so if that gets pushed out, of course, then the set's going to be available in retail stores, the values won't start to go up, and so then it's kind of just gathering dust on my shelf. I would consider that a bit of a mistake because I don't want to hold sets that are not retiring anytime soon. I want to get as close as possible to retirement dates before I start to buy them. So if I invest in a set and then the retirement date gets pushed out a year, then to me that was a poor purchase. Now, it's not that it was my fault because the retirement date got pushed out. That was out of my control, but it is something that I would then consider liquidating or selling to get my money back to put into a different set that is retiring this year so that my money can grow over the next year instead of gather dust on the shelf. Now, the biggest mistake with the set that I'm about to show you here was really that I didn't do that soon enough. I didn't liquidate fast enough. This set I bought a couple of years ago. It was supposed to retire that year. It got pushed out and I held it for the following year. Then it got pushed out again. So I held this set for a couple of years waiting for that retirement date. And the way I handle my business now, that is not really how I like to operate. I prefer to get the money back and put it into something else. So we recently sold all of our units of this set and I'm going to share with you the numbers. Now, what is the set that I'm talking about? It is the Lego Technic Porsche 911 RSR. Now, I know some of you out there, experienced Lego investors, may be laughing right now because I'm not the only one in the Lego investing community that has been sitting on a couple of units of this set. There are a lot of Lego investors who thought this was going to retire a couple of years ago and also bought in with me. So I know I wasn't alone on this one, but I did sell them all recently and I want to show you those numbers. So this is the 911 RSR from Technic 42096 with 1,170 pieces. It's a great set. I'm a big fan of it and I felt quite bullish about it in the past when I thought it was going to retire. I felt like it was going to be a great investment. I still do think whenever the time comes for this one, it could be a great investment. Now it's had quite a long shelf life, so that kind of detracts from it a little bit for me, but it is still such a beautiful set. The design on this is so intricate. It's great. Now, overall, I bought 15 units of this set and all of them have recently been sold. And again, this is an example of a bad investment that I made. So please keep that in mind as I break down the numbers here. You are not going to be impressed by what you see in terms of these sales, but the idea here was not to make a return on investment. It was to get my money back so I can put it into something else that will grow over the next year. All right, so let's look at some of these numbers now. This was the Porsche 911 Lego Technic set, and I bought 15 of these in total. So the total amount was 15, and I bought them for $120. So all 15 of them were bought at that price. Now, this was a good discount, and it is important, of course, to try and get good discounts because then whenever you have a bad investment like this one, you will be able to get your money back. So bought 15 of them for $120 a piece. Now, the sold units were different on each platform because I sold 10 on Amazon and 5 on eBay, and I sold them at different prices. So just to break that out a little bit, let's just kind of break it out. So Amazon first, Amazon revenue. So that is basically what I sold them for on Amazon. The Amazon revenue was a total of $1,690. That is the total number of sales, or the total sales on Amazon was 1,690. Now the COGS, of course, was 120 per unit. I sold 10 on Amazon. So that is a total cost of $1,200. Now that 1,690 was my total sales on Amazon, but I had to pay selling fees and different things. So that's not the actual payout that I got back from Amazon. The payout from Amazon after platform fees were accounted for was $1,320. That's supposed to be a dollar sign. So that $1,320 was my payout. $1,200 was what I paid for the sets, of course. So that means the profit here was $120. Now, that does not look impressive, of course. But again, we're talking about actually making a profit here. This was a bad investment. A lot of people would think that you're losing money on your bad investments. But I was able to come out with $120 of profit. I honestly would have been happy to just simply break even. So this was a bonus here. Not a whole lot, of course, for 15 sales, or well, I guess 10 here on Amazon, sales of a large Lego set. But to be able to get my money back was really my plan here, to liquidate these sets and get the money back. If this was a different business model with different types of inventory, you may be more likely to lose money whenever you're liquidating your inventory. Sometimes with the Lego sets, we can, break even or even make a small profit. So this is $120 of profit. That is the Amazon sales. That was 10 units sold on Amazon. Now on eBay, of course, we sold 5 units, and eBay revenue was $820 in total. So we sold them at a slightly lower price on eBay. Now my cost of these 5 sales, of course, because like I said, it was $120 per unit. So 5 units is $600 for these 5 sales. And the payout on eBay after, because this again is the total sales, this does not account for the platform fees. So when we account for the platform fees on eBay, the payout would have been around $595. So if I paid $600 for those 5 units and I sold them and I got $595 back, of course, that is a loss of $5. So negative $5 of a loss on eBay. So negative $5 of a loss on eBay, basically breaking even, getting my money back, getting $595 back after the sale, and the units cost $600 versus the Amazon profit that I made of $120. But overall, of course, that means that I made $115 over the course of the 15 sales that we made here on the Porsche 911. Now again, not very impressive, of course, but honestly, for me personally, times like these make me super pumped about Lego investing, because when I first started Lego investing, I thought if I make a poor decision with a Lego investment, it's going to be the end of the world, right? I'm going to lose all my money. With some investments like a cryptocurrency choice, yes, you could lose all your money. It could go to zero. But Lego sets maintain value because it's a tangible thing that people want. It's a physical good that people have demand for. And as a result of that, especially if you get it at a good price, it will keep its value. So even if it does not go up in value and it doesn't reach the heights that you might expect it to, a lot of the times you're still going to be able to at least get your money back. So that significantly reduces down the risk. Now again, we do want to make sure we're buying the inventory at a good price, because that can change everything. And with the Porsche 911, actually it had a price increase while I was holding the set, because the old MSRP of this set was $150. So it actually had a price increase, and that helped me to be able to get that little bit of profit. If the set never went up in price, then maybe I would have been more like break even, or maybe a little bit under break even. But again, as long as I'm getting most of my money back, I'm pretty happy with that, because as a poor investment, I just want to get my money back and then let the good investments make the profit in my business. Now again, this is just one example of a bad investment. Of course, I do have others as well, and usually it is retirement dates getting pushed out, but usually again, I will get my money back or close to it. And even cases where a set would get damaged or something like that in inventory, that could cause the set to lose a little bit of value. But even then, if you wait until retirement and the value starts to go up, you may be able to get your money back by selling on eBay. And that's a discussion for another day, and we will make another video walking through the different options that you have whenever you make a bad investment. But overall, this is an example of one that I went reasonably deep in with 15 units of an expensive Lego set and was able to get all my money back and actually make a small profit at the end of the day. And another thing I want to mention here is that this is also selling on Amazon and eBay, which are both fee heavy platforms. If I chose to sell this locally, for example, on Facebook Marketplace, I may have actually been able to make a real profit on these sales. But I run my business mostly on Amazon and eBay, and so I take those 15% or 20% fees that they charge me, and of course that eats up some of the sale cost as well. But overall, this is not a terrible way to exit this set. Of course, I do wish that it lived up to the expectations that I had when I invested in it. Maybe it will for some of you whenever the time comes to retire. But for me, I'm going to take the, around $1,900 that I got back from selling these units and go put it into a better investment. So I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We also have a free Facebook group about Lego investing. So make sure to grab that link down below if you want to join the Facebook group and talk about Lego investing. And with that, thank you so much for being here. I'm Shane from brickbucks.net, and I will see you in the next one.